It's must win for Fiji. Great Britain get us started, gone over the sideline. It'll be a line out to Team GB. Ferguson become one of the expert kickoff restart guys on the tour.
Yeah, Ferguson really a leader for this GB team, such an experienced player for Scotland over the years, and now helping to bring the team together, unite them, and kind of form around a common ethos.
So yeah, you saw the pool at the moment with the guy on top. Great Britain. With their 2 wins so far, they're in the best position to go through. Fiji get the win, and I'll go through with them. Homer gets the start at scrum half. He's got Ferguson at first receiver. Here he is. Nice hard line from Tom Williams, the big Welshman. Penalty though. Good work at the breakdown. Dangunu it was. Captain standing up. There's Jerry Tuwai. They're wearing number 30 these days. 2 Olympic gold medals in the sock draw.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry's just been such an incredible performer over the years, such an experienced player for this Fijian Sevens team, and just, yeah, such a quality player. Dangunu, the work at the breakdown, really fantastic. You can see he gave actually the player on the floor a little extra drag, and that pulled him away from his support, gave him the time to release and get back on the ball. So really experienced and knowledgeable move there by Dangunu, and it gets the early penalty for Fiji and allows them to get their hands on the ball, which we all know Fiji Sevens love to do.
Jerry Tuwai will throw the line up. They bring it down successfully on the wraparound. Mathungu, he misses him out. It's just gone over the shoulder of Ioane Temba, who was absolutely outstanding in Los Angeles last week. We didn't see him much yesterday, Ioane. Gets the start here in this crucial game in Pool C. Ooh, that's a high arm. That was Manueli Maisamoa. Lucky to get away with that one. Homer just loses his footing. Gets the ball back to Ferguson. Ethan Waddleton, good to see him back in a GB7 side. Tony Rokes, the head coach, has been itching to get him back involved. He's had his injury problems, slow to get up here as well.
They do go back for that high tackle, so I think it was Maisamoa's arm just slipping onto a GB neck, and that will allow them to kind of slow the game down. And I think looking to go to a tap penalty play here.
We have to use it, please.
So Great Britain, like a set piece. Here's Homer. Fijian defender shoots out of the line. It was Karanavalu. There he is going to work alongside Mbatareranga as well. Homer's going to work it left. Long ball over the top. Tall man Williams. Tom Emery. Here's Ferguson as well. Alex Davis and Api Bavandra, Fijian heritage, born in the UK. He'd love to put on a big performance here against Fiji, though. Here's Emery running at the line, and the door closes quickly. Dangunu in again alongside Ioane Temba. Good defense so far from Fiji. More hits the deck hard, but good reload from Great Britain. Homer again. They've been very patient with the ball in hand. Nice flat ball from Emery to Williams. Skips through. Welshman's 8 metres out. Emery wants to go short side. And a Fiji offside. Yes, they are. I think they're going to go down to 6 players here too.
Yeah, offside coming from and preventing the clear try. I mean, I think there are actually 2 players there in a row who might have been offside, could have been penalised. But GB, fantastic width. Fantastic width in their attack, and that stretch Fiji allowed them to get forwards. And now for the next 2 minutes, big period here for both teams. Can Fiji defend? Dangunu, the captain, actually going out, so had some of those key plays earlier. So we see here as the GB go to pass it out, Maisamoa looks to be offside, and then Dangunu just retreating for an offside position prevents the GB attack.
He thought it was open play at that point, didn't he? But he hadn't got back in the previous run. Look at the possession, 25 passes to none. I mean, that's how you beat Fiji, isn't it? Don't give them the ball.
Yeah, we would always talk about if we can starve Fiji of possession, that's the best thing, because defending them is so difficult. So when they have the ball, in all likelihood, they will eventually score. So you've got to make sure you hold on to it as long as you possibly can.
Well, they like to say in this part of the world, Great Britain have got a power play. Homer, Ferguson, Emery, Williams, and Great Britain put the puck in the back of the net. They've got the first try here.
And striking very, very quickly in this yellow card period, which could prove crucial as they look to try and get that crucial two tries, which is what you wanted to get out of a yellow card period. If you can get 2 tries, you really maximize that time. GB have struck only 12 seconds into it. So if they take this conversion reasonably quickly, they might get another good shot opportunity. Key kickoff coming up. GB have dominated the possession so far. If they can maintain possession from this kickoff, they can start to think about extending the lead.
And Emery will try and do just that with the extra 2. Curls it around. No, he doesn't. Just slides by the right-hand upright. So remains 5-0. Good start for Great Britain. Tom Williams, 21 tries in 26 events. And AJ has the ball back. Alex Davis, that is, for Great Britain. Gives it back to his captain. Lots of experience. And Emery, who's really had the bit between his teeth for GB in the last couple of events. There's Pool C as it stands. As it stands, it's GB and Uruguay going through. Fiji would be missing out in the Cup quarterfinals, and Homer wants to help out Uruguay a little more here by adding more points to the Great Britain scoreline. Still 7-on-6, and Williams is going to get another score. Great Britain 10 points to the good now.
And it all comes from the possession of the kickoff. GB's kick just sliding 10 meters. That enables them to hold the ball. And then here they actually had a big overlap to the left. But Robbie Ferguson does very well. Pulls Maisamo out of position. Third defender's not there. Williams is in. And they scored there with 38 seconds on the clock. So if they can get this kickoff out and the kickoff ready before that period, they might have another opportunity if they can get this kickoff. They'd be able to get 3 tries during this yellow card period.
Tom Williams, Ospreys, actually born in England, in Shrewsbury, but Welsh family. Extra 2 doesn't get there from Emery, so remains 10-0. As you mentioned, still time on the Daugunu. Yellow, is he back out there now? Back to the full complement. Fiji, what a restart that is from Ferguson. He's got the ball back, really caught Fiji napping there. That's heads-up stuff from the skipper. Over to Williams again. He's on a hat-trick. Wouldn't that be some first half? Not many. You get 3 in 1 half against Fiji. But Tom Williams has a first half triple against the double Olympic champions.
Wow. I mean, starts with this fantastic play by Ferguson. Fiji just not ready for that kickoff. And then it's again just going through phases and exploiting mismatches and gaps in the Fijian defense. This is not what I expected to see out of Fiji whatsoever after their defeat to Uruguay yesterday. Nice little piece of footwork there, but Fiji have not turned up so far.
I'll tell you what, they're 4th on the standings coming into this event. Fiji, that's the Olympic qualifying spots. Unless they can pull off a comeback here, they might be losing that top 4 status. And Great Britain, who are 10th overall at the moment, will be heading the other direction on the overall standings. Lifted high as Nathungu. They got the ball here, 15-0. 3 unconverted tries for GB. We know that Fiji can find scoring opportunities from pretty much anywhere. And Jerry Tuwai wants something to say in this one. Here's Maisamo, leads the World Series for assists. There he is, stands in the tackle. Ioane Temba's there. They've got a penalty here. Clock's in the red, final play, but we'll carry on. Daugunu, that yellow card really hurting Fiji. Can they get some points before the break? Jerry Tuwai, little hitch kick. He'll look for the offload, and he will find it. Batadinga almost there, tries to reach out. Doesn't get there, they'll go back for the penalty. Nathungu goes quickly. Waisea Nathungu steps Will Homer. And there you go. Fiji will get some points in this first half.
I said after that last try, Fiji hadn't turned up. Well, now they have. Get their hands on the ball from the kickoff, go through phases, and they show that when they have the ball in hand, they are so difficult to stop. You could never count Fiji out. And get the try at the end of the half that's going to make this a very interesting conclusion.
Absolutely it is. He'll convert his own score, so they'll get the maximum 7 And we will go to half-time in this crucial game in Pool C. Great Britain leading Fiji 15-7. Well, we spoke about knockout rugby coming early, Madison. Feels like it, doesn't it?
Oh, it absolutely does. I mean, both teams right from the beginning. Fiji just struggled out of the gates. GB just dominated those kickoffs. They held onto the ball for such extended periods. And the Fijian defense looked a bit frail there. GB, when they had the ball, were able to exploit gaps, find opportunities, use their footwork to get going forward. The yellow card was obviously such a big factor, and that was unfortunate for Fiji, but GB made them pay for that try right at the end of the first half. I mean, Fiji know when they have the ball, they can score very, very quickly, but that's going to give them a little bit of confidence, makes this task a little bit easier.
Bit of pressure on Ben Gollings at the moment.
I mean, I'm not going to say that, but Fiji have such high expectations, and all those fans back on the islands, they expect their team to win and to win trophies. And so far this season, they've looked promising at times, but haven't won any cups yet, and they'll want to do that sooner rather than later.
It's Joshua Vaparunongbili. There's the black armband for Pasikali Nauru, who's in the minds of these Fijian players, young under-20s player. Coming up next, Pool B, another group with plenty to play in it. France need to win against Japan. That's coming up in just under 10 minutes time. Argentina already through from that group, but it'll be between South Africa and France to see who joins them. And, well, Fiji are in a fight here as well to try and get through to the Cup quarterfinals. They need a win in this game, otherwise it'll be Great Britain and Uruguay who'll be going through from this pool, Pool C. Wonderful atmosphere here under the big top at BC Place. Men's jaw wide open, especially in this group, Group C. Ferguson, who was excellent in the first half for Great Britain, helped set up those 3 tries for Tom Williams. There is the Welshman. Davis flings it back to his captain, Ferguson. And here's Ethan Waddleton. Fiji scoring just before half-time. Mathungu with the converted try. Send them a lifeline. Homer to Api Bavundra. Yeah, they thought it was forward Fiji. They were correct. Yeah, it did just look like it was drifting slightly forward. GB throwing a few really flat passes there that allow you to hit onto the ball at a lot of pace. But this last one, just a little bit of inaccuracy. I wonder if the loop play just throws off Mbavaja's timing. That's why he drifts slightly too far forward. But now Fiji do have possession. That was a crucial possession for GB coming out of halftime. They took the kickoff very, very well. But now they've given it back to Fiji, and Fiji really only had the ball once in that half. They scored a try, so can they continue that here? Haven't won a title on this series, Fiji. It hasn't happened in a long time. They haven't picked up at least 1 gold medal. They're in 4th place at the moment. And if they don't win this game, they'll be losing their top 4 status heading into Hong Kong. Of course, a tournament they love more than any other. Jerry Tuwai feeds the scrum. He's got Mathungu to his left. Loose ball, though, over the top. But Maisea Mathungu heads back and gives it to Maisamoa. He's got Ioane Temba with him. Manueli Maisamoa, who's been hitting dream teams pretty much every event this season. Mathungu. Oh, it's a nice inside ball to Tuwai, and Bate Orearenga, one of the new faces in the team, flings it wide over the top, and Ioane Temba, what a tackle on him from Robbie Ferguson. There aren't many moments when Temba has a bit of space and doesn't finish the job.
Oh, what a fantastic cover tackle from Robbie Ferguson. Temba, I think, thinks he's got outside Ferguson there, and he does the great job to put his feet down in touch before Temba can release the ball. Just an absolutely incredible cover tackle. Temba perhaps could have used his physicality, get off the line, use the fend. But fantastic tackle by Robbie Ferguson, and Fiji spurn what could prove to be a crucial opportunity.
Defensive line out for GB. It's an awkward one for Waddleton, but it worked out, and Fergus is just going to hoof this upfield. No sweeper back, although Herring back is Samoa for Fiji. 15-7, just under 5 minutes to go. There's the inside ball to Ioane Temba, and you won't stop him this time.
Oh, and that's the danger of giving Fiji possession. Choose to kick for territory, and Fiji pick it up. One offload, they're in for the try. And GB, the key to their success in this game had been that they'd had the ball the entire time. I know you're on your goal line, but in these conditions on this field, giving the ball away, probably not the best decision. Easy to say in hindsight, I guess. But GB, they need to get their hands on the ball. They need to hold on to it, because Fiji, every time they get the ball, they strike, and they're deadly with that ball in hand.
Ioane Temba, perhaps carrying a niggle. Didn't see him yesterday much at all. Got the start here, and
Come on.
He was outstanding in Los Angeles last week. Of course, they got knocked out in the semi-finals. Game against Argentina. Ben Golling spoke to him during the week. He said that was a game they really felt they should have won. Of course, they were finalists in Hong Kong when we started the series last year. Gave up a big lead against Australia in that game to end up taking silver. And we have a 1-point ball game now. Get in touch with us. Follow the action, all the social channels. Great to have your company wherever you're watching from, however you're watching.
And GB just unfortunate to lose a player there. They have to pick it up with the rest of their guys.
That's a sad sight for Tom Emery, heading to the sideline. That could be the end of his tournament. That does not look good. So there it is, still as it stands. Fiji down by a point here, so still third place in the pool. Only the top two go through. 4 minutes to go though, an eternity in rugby sevens. And the ball's gone forward, and there's
No, it's in the
a
same
knock
line.
on at least. Could be a penalty for offside.
It's a knock on.
Just a scrum.
Yeah, no, I think Fiji have a fair argument there. You can see it's the lifted pod, but he does seem to be slightly ahead at the point the knock-on happens. So GB, so good in that first half on the kickoff. Big mistake there, and now Fiji, they'll be licking their lips, knowing that the try line is beckoning, knowing that 2 out of the 3 times they've had the ball, they have scored. So they'll be going for here now, a big defensive set for GB if they want to win this match.
Huge, huge for Great Britain and for Uruguay, who will be watching on with interest. Jerry Tuai cuts out Samoa. Nathungu. Good tackle. Max McFarlane, but with a big carry from Vakaruna Billy, who's come off the bench. Nathungu, Samoa, left foot step. They're huge numbers to the left, Fiji. They might still be able to find them. Nathungu sees the space now, and it might be just a case of catch and pass and score. And that's exactly what they do. Pone Pati, Lama Nyamasi.
Fiji get the try to take back the lead, and it feels a very, very long time ago now that GB were up 3 tries to nothing. Starts with this move in the scrum. It's interesting, Fiji, for both scrums and lineouts, have started having Jerry Tuai just dragging across the field, waiting for that gap to open up. When it doesn't, then he shifts the ball. Fiji do get the try in the corner in the end, but oh, you thought Samoa might have spurned it for a moment. He had a huge 3-on-no-one overlap to his left. Chooses to cut back, but able to recycle possession, get the ball out wide, and Fiji do get the try to take the lead.
And the extra 2 as well. All change here. 21-15. They were down 15-0 Fiji, and there you go. That's what it's done to Pool C as it stands. Fiji are going through with Great Britain. Have GB got something else? They've lost Emery. They've got McCann and Roddick out there now. They need some playmaking, and they need it quick. 2 minutes to go, plenty of time. But you just felt Fiji had so much more to offer in this game. They've got so much quality out there, not least that guy, the great man himself, Jerry Tuai. Nathungu's going to go long here. Down to Davis. He takes this one cleanly to Ross McCann. Good carry from McCann, gets through Samoa. Homer. McFarland, haven't really seen him in space yet in this game. There's another injured GB player back in back play. They're playing with 6 and Fiji get the penalty. A little bit of isolation from McFarland, and it was Orosaku, and Fiji are off to the races. They're hunting more points here, looking to book their place in the Cup quarterfinals tonight. And Joshua Vakarunambili somehow manages to stay in field. Samoa's there. They've got a huge back line if they choose to shift it here. Fiji, 2 wide. Bonapati, the try scorer before, and they're going to get another one. That is number 4. There's a double whistle here. They'll check it. But if this is awarded, Fiji look like they're going to go through to the big show tonight.
Fiji striking back, all them since the beginning of this match.
Pedro, you may award the try.
Yeah, look, pretty clear try there. Could only have been the grounding, and the referee had a good view on that. So not quite sure why we needed a check, but Fiji do get the try to extend their lead, and that will book their place in the quarterfinal. Their stumble against Uruguay looking a long time ago, and now once they're in the quarterfinal, Fiji have all of the opportunities, and it will be an interesting matchup tomorrow now. Updates today now.
Yeah, the quarterfinals happening tonight here at BC Place, and Ben Collins will love this. That's Vakanjunu scoring the try. He's one of the new faces. It's his second event, and the assist came from Longan Masi, who scored the previous score. They got this development program. They're really working on the development 7s academy in Fiji, as if you think they need one in the Fijian Islands, but they do have one. He's given these four new players a chance here in LA and Vancouver this week, and it's bearing fruit already.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's great to have those structures in place. I mean, the whole rest of the world has always marveled at how Fiji are able to have a lot of their players move on to 15s and still then retool with a whole new team and come back to compete at the top of the World Series.
2-score game now.